What da dang your heart, what da dang, and go dang your heart, oh, what da dang. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Show them all, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'll do it on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the Black Pot, and it's all about the people. Today, my brother, my sister, we have a number of issues we need to look at. And from the newsreel, as you know, we always keep it real. And I want to say thank you so much for coming along. I appreciate you and I love you. Oh my God. Now, the very first story I would like to look at is taken from my Joy Online. And it says, Ghana retains first position as Africa's highest borrower from IMF. Listen, Ghana retains first position as Africa's highest borrower from IMF. And I read, Ghana retained its position in Africa as the most indebted country to the International Monetary Fund, as the country's loan to the fund shot up by 35.3% in the second quarter of 2023. Now, according to the fund's quarterly finances, July ending 2023, the country's outstanding loans to the Bretton Woods institution stood at special drawing rights 1.689 billion American dollars as of July 31, 2023, equivalent to 2.227 billion. I leave it here. My brother, it brings tears into my eyes. Where is the gold? Where is the diamond? Where is the bauxite? Where is the oil? Where is the uranium? Where are all the fields that have been discovered with several mineral resources? How about the human resources? My brother, my sister, we were named after an empire called Ghana. Ghana simply means the warrior king. And this is in the Mandinka or Soninke language. Ghana means the warrior king. It was a title reserved for the kings of the area today known as Ghana. Ghana also comes out of the Arabic Ghaniyun, which means riches or wealth. My brother, my sister, Ghana, this country, was named brilliantly after that wonderful empire, the greatest empire that ever existed in history. We taught the Spaniards and the rest of the world how to build with stone. We taught them how to fight underwater. We taught them guerrilla tactics. And when it came to voodoo, we were also number one. I remember the story of Mamadou Soroli. I remember, my brother, my sister, the wonderful story of the Ghana Empire. When Nkrumah became president, he envisioned that great empire turned and metamorphosed into a great modern citadel called Ghana. In all its entirety, he wanted everything positive from the Ghana Empire to be siphoned into the new citadel called Ghana. Nkrumah was on his way to making it happen. He gave us political independence. Just as we were about to get, or in better still in his own words, we were at the threshold of economic independence when the fools struck. These are the words of Nkrumah, not mine. Today, when Nkrumah used the word fools, we thought he was being harsh and personal. But today, as it stands, we know that fools would even be a smaller word. We should call them the morons. Today, my brother, my sister, with all the gold and the diamond and the bauxite, we have decided to globetrot our begging. We have run our economy aground. And the worst of it all, my brother, my sister, we have no pride as Ghanaians anymore. It breaks my heart, my brother, my sister, to sit back and look at a nation that was named after a great empire, the greatest empire that ever existed. And the people don't even have a sense of pride anymore. The embassies are inundated with Ghanaians who want to run away from themselves. 99% of all Ghanaians, as it stands right now, are ready to throw Ghana away and pick up a new citizenship without looking back. My brother, my sister, apart from keeping our resources to ourselves and reaching dirty politicians, we have also reduced the level of patriotism to almost nothing amongst the average Ghanaian. How dare the IMF even walk over to us and propose a loan, let alone having us run to them, knees aground, hands stacked and begging for loans. It's an insult. My brother, we are a very rich nation. The president rightly told us that. The president told us that unequivocally, that it was because of bad leadership that the nation seemingly looked like a poor nation. But on my way and your here, my today the president has proven to us that he is one of the dirty, bad leaders that he was talking about. It hurts, my brother. Listen to what the IMF is saying. We are number 1 on the list of debts. We have gone into the book of Guinness records. We have gone into the Guinness Book of Records. As a kafwo, we are the leading nation in Africa when it comes to debt. Who is going to respect us? Udika. Everywhere you pass, Okafo, Eyampase, Okafo Didi, Nanso, Ekanya Depa. Because of bad leadership, bad brain, and bad mind, the country that was called the Gold Coast, so much gold that shocked the white man, today has been reduced into compost. Even if they left us with compost, we can still plant crops and manage. But we are so dead in the mind that we are no longer able to think. May God punish Nana Akufo-Addo. May God punish all the ministers. May God punish them one after the other for reducing this country into nothing. May God punish them one after the other. May Satan be ready with a hard on, waiting for them in hell to sodomize them night and day. You are a disgrace to this nation. Every time I see things like this, I walk into my children's room and I see them lying down, and I kneel down and I cry and I appeal to them and I beg them for bringing them into this country. Why? When we were coming from heaven, God told us that he was putting us in a country called the Gold Coast. There was so much gold, there was so much diamond, there was so much oil. And we all were rushing to come into this country because topically it all looked good. But God taught us a lesson. He did not tell us that he was giving us stupid, foolish leaders with no common sense. Apart from one or two that exhibited some common sense, The rest of them are going to hell. And Satan is ready for them. It hurts me, my brother. Related to this, come along with me, brethren. And I'm reading this from Ghana Web. It says, you ignored all the signs leading to an economic collapse in 2022. And this is Dr. Yamson calling out the government of Nana Akufo-Addo. Who is Dr. Yamson? Renowned economist Dr. Ishmael Yamson has called out government for ignoring all the signs prior to the collapse of the Ghanaian economy in 2022. He opined that government was well aware of the consequences of its excessive borrowing measures and its resultant effect on the economy. I leave it here, brethren. When I continue to read things like this, in fact, I have tears in my eyes. My brother, this is Ishmael Yamson talking about how government went on a borrowing jamboree. At a point, the dirty leaders that we had in power encouraged Nana Akufo-Addo to charter place like a madman. When we were telling him, hey, Mr. President, please, you are blowing money that we don't have, he didn't listen to us. An arrogant president begets arrogant citizens. No wonder today Ajua Safo is walking from place to place giving out yogurt. It hurts me, my brother. Ajua Safo. And the people are also accepting the yogurt. You should slap her on the face with the yogurt. This dirty politician. Why your papa? Why your papa? Why your P-Day? According to the constituency, Dombe Kwabenya, she's won it like 3 times already. First time, she left the people and went to America, chilling on TikTok. Second time when she won, she left them again and went back there to chill on TikTok. Third time around, she arrogantly told them when they accosted her and said, Madam, we have voted for you 2 times consecutively, but every time you abandon us, it's a go away you. My family first. She was chilling on TikTok with her son. They bought a brand new car for the son's birthday. My brother, she all of a sudden forgot that she had to go back to her baby father, Agyapong, to come to the people of Domi Kwabenya. Whatever magic they did there, politicians are so good at magic. They pay bribes, they use juju, they do everything possible to win elections, including killing and slaughtering their own mothers, selling their own mothers. Elembele Mugabe on my mind. My brother, my sister, at the end of the day, she won it. But she made nonsense of all the struggle to win the election. She won it by a very close shave, by a whisker of a chin. Yet, she still told us that family first. The president was so embarrassed that he kicked her out. I saw a photograph. Producer, find me that photograph and slap it on the wall. I saw Sarah Ajua Safo sharing yogurt to the people there. People of Domi Kwabenya, all of you who accepted that yogurt, you are calves. You know what a calf is? The baby of a cow. You are still drinking milk, rotten milk, aka yogurt. Not even any proper milk. If you guys accepted this and you did not tell her right in the face that, Madam, to hell with you, get out of here. But that is what they do to you. They can hurt you as much as they want, slap you as much as they want. And when elections are coming, they know how to get you. They will give you yogurt. They will give you yogurt. And if they can't find yogurt, they will give you that thing that the president was drinking. Calipo. My brother, do we respect ourselves? Are we ready to walk up to the politician and tell him straight in the face, hey, we are your employers, respect us. If we continue taking yogurt from dirty politicians, my brother, how would they ever respect us? This is Agyapong. And we are told that she carried this and is captured on Ghana Web as well. Going around sharing yogurt. And look at the face of the woman just after. You see that she's looking in disdain. Why is this woman doing this? My brother, I want to ask a question. Whilst Agyapong was away, was she still being paid as an MP? Can I know? Whilst Agyapong was languishing in America, was she being paid as a minister of state before she was fired? My brother, these are the things that make us poor. And at the end of the day, we rush to the IMF and the World Bank, and we become the #1 debtors on their list. May these dirty politicians suffer in hell. May all of them, one after the other, be sodomized by Satan. To God be the glory. Next thing I want to look at, and I've decided to title this one the King of Blackmail. King of Blackmail, and that is Agyapong. He's so good at blackmailing. If I ever become president of this country, I'll make him the minister of blackmail. He's the king of blackmail, Agyapong. Watch me. And this one I'm reading from Peace FM Online. It says, why Agyapong has threatened to deal with Asensu Boakye. And I read, during a showdown walk on September 16, 2023, Agyapong, the member of parliament for Asin Central, directed a salvo at an unidentified minister hailing from Bantama in the Ashanti region. Now, the minister, according to Kennedy, had allegedly claimed that if the new Patriotic Party presents Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as their candidate for the 2024 elections, they would lose. But that Bawumia will be well marketed for a future election. It is surprising that a certain minister in Bantama has said that if they present Bawumia, he won't win. But if Mahama comes to power and he stays in opposition for 4 years, by the time the 4 years are over, he will be attractive. Oh, Jesus. If NPP doesn't understand the meaning of power, NDC does. In response to these allegations, the Minister of Parliament, the Member of Parliament for Bantama, and Minister of and Housing, Francis Asensu Boakye, denied the said claims. The Minister of Works and Housing, Boakye, characterized the allegations as blatant lies and politically puerile, emphasizing the MPP government's commitment to improving the well-being of Ghanaians. My brother, my sister, now this is the part that I am most interested in. Agyapong says, yes, we are on national TV. I mean, that is nobody for me to defend. But I am advising him, if he wants to attack people, he shouldn't try Agyapong. Because if he does, I will explain to him. He was staying at my friend David Enin's house at Adenta. If he doesn't want trouble for himself, he should keep quiet and see that he has exposed himself. I'll leave it here. Please take up this photograph and bring me a photo of Agyapong, please. Hear me now. Please take up this photograph, please. It's so nauseating. Take it off for me, please. So nauseating. Yes. I'm waiting. When it gets off, then I continue, please. It's so nauseating. The more I look at it, the more angry I get. Please take it off. Please, please, please. Please. Thank you. All right. So Kennedy Agyapong is the king of blackmail. King of blackmail. Every time. I have your secret. You were sleeping with a certain goat in the corner. I have the pictures. I have the videos. I have the tape. You want to be president, blackmailing people. Why are you not revealing this if it's important for the upliftment of the nation? How many people understand me? Kennedy is only good at blackmail. Good at blackmail. And it's sad. What is this? All your political opponents, the only way you can bring them down is to blackmail them. Satan is the master blackmailer. Your master is Satan. To God be the glory. My name is Blakk Rasta, Eric Mawena, advertising in the house. I'll be back at 12:40.